Hey beautiful souls. Welcome back to Melanin Fashion, the one place where style, confidence, and melanin magic never go out of season. Ladies, let me ask you something. Have you ever stood in front of your mirror, squeezed into a girdle so tight you could barely zip up your dress, and told yourself, just get through the night? Because I have. And I am done. We are talking about that industrial strength, rib-crushing, breath-stealing contraption that somehow convinced an entire generation of women that suffering was the price of looking good. You cannot eat. You cannot laugh too hard. And by 8 p.m., you are seriously wondering if your organs have shifted. Well, not anymore. Here is something I need to say that a lot of people will not tell you. The shapewear industry has made billions off our insecurities. Billions. They told us our natural bodies were problems that needed to be solved. That we needed to be squeezed, tucked, flattened, and compressed just to be acceptable in public. And we believed them. That ends today. At 60 and beyond, you have lived a full, beautiful, powerful life. You have raised families, built careers, survived heartbreaks, and celebrated triumphs. You have absolutely earned the right to sit down at dinner, eat your dessert, and breathe like a human being, all while looking like the most stunning woman in the room. Today on Melanin Fashion, I am showing you 7 gorgeous dresses that celebrate your curves, camouflage your tummy, and require absolutely zero shapewear. No spandex. No squeezing. No girdles. Just silhouettes that skim, fabrics that drape, and designs that do all the heavy lifting for you. And if you are new here, welcome home. Hit that subscribe button right now because Melanin Fashion is where women 60 and above come to discover real style secrets for real bodies. We do not torture ourselves for fashion. We use fashion to celebrate ourselves. Now let us get into it. Dress number 1. The Modern Empire Waist. Your comfort zone elevated. Now before you say anything, I know what you are thinking. Is that not what they wore in those old period movies? Am I going to look like I wandered off a costume set? Absolutely not. The Modern Empire Waist is one of the smartest silhouettes ever designed for our body type. And here is why. Most dresses try to cinch you at the natural waist. And for a lot of us, that is exactly where we are carrying a little extra joy. The Modern Empire completely ignores the natural waist. It catches the body at its narrowest point, right underneath the bust, and from there the fabric simply floats away. No clinging. No pulling. No waistband digging into your skin when you sit down. The key is in the fabric. Look for a weighted jersey or a structured linen. These materials do not cling to the stomach. They create a clean, elegant line from the ribs all the way to the floor. You could have a full 3-course dinner in this dress and nobody would know a thing. To keep this from looking like loungewear, go for structure in the neckline. A V-neck or a square neck elongates the torso beautifully. Keep the length at midi or maxi. A long empire waist dress is pure goddess energy. And if you are a little self-conscious about your arms, layer a cropped bolero or a shrug that ends right at the empire seam. It draws the eye straight to that narrow point under the bust and keeps the focus exactly where you want it. When you sit down at that dinner table, there is no waistband cutting into you. No zipper threatening to give up. Just pure, unadulterated comfort wrapped in elegance. That, my queens, is a fashion win. If you are finding this helpful so far, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps Melanin Fashion reach more women who need to hear this. Dress number 2. The Faux Wrap. All the glamour, none of the drama. The wrap dress has been a fashion icon since the 1970s, and for good reason. It is feminine. It is flattering. It is universally beloved. But let us be honest with each other. A true wrap dress can feel like a high-stakes origami project. You are tugging at the strings. The neckline keeps gaping. And if a breeze catches that slit at the wrong moment, you are giving everybody a show you did not plan for. Enter the faux wrap. All the beauty, none of the stress. Here is what makes this style a tummy camouflaging powerhouse. It is all about diagonal lines. A straight horizontal line across your midsection acts like a spotlight. Says, look right here. But a diagonal line? That is a magician's trick. Pulls the eye in a completely different direction. The gathered fabric in a faux wrap creates soft, flowing folds that drape across the stomach area. It does not hide your shape. It reinterprets it. It suggests an hourglass whether you have one or not. When you are shopping for this style, look for a matte jersey or a quality ITY knit. These fabrics have weight to them. They do not cling the way thin material does. If the V neckline feels a little too open for your taste, do not reach for a safety pin. That ruins the drape. Simply tuck a beautiful lace camisole underneath. It adds elegance and keeps everything perfectly modest. And because this is a faux wrap, the skirt is sewn completely shut. You can sit, dance, step out of a car, and move through the world with total confidence. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you team wrap dress? Or have wardrobe malfunctions been keeping you away? I want to know. Dress number 3. The structured shift. Jackie O would absolutely approve. If you have ever felt like you had to choose between looking polished and being able to breathe, this dress is about to change your life. We are not talking about a shapeless sack. We are channeling the 1960s. We are channeling Jackie Kennedy, Audrey Hepburn, women who walked into rooms and owned them without saying a single word. The structured shift is the CEO of dresses. It says you are put together, you are intentional, and you are definitely not wearing a girdle. The magic of the shift is that it hangs from the shoulders, not the waist. But here is the secret that most people miss. The fabric has to have substance. A flimsy, thin cotton shift is going to blow against your body and show every curve you were trying to skim. But a structured ponte knit, a heavy linen, or a wool blend, that fabric holds its own shape. It does not take on yours. It creates a smooth, clean line from your bust to your hem, gliding right over the midsection like it simply does not exist. Because the shift is a blank canvas, it is the perfect backdrop for your best jewelry. A statement necklace, bold earrings, a gorgeous brooch. Look for a jewel neck or a boat neck to broaden the shoulders, which instantly makes the waist appear smaller in comparison. For length, aim for just at or slightly below the kneecap. And add a structured handbag with sharp angles. The contrast between the bag and the clean lines of the dress is absolutely sophisticated. You are not hiding, queen. You are standing tall. And if you have not subscribed to Melanin Fashion yet, right now is the moment. Hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. A quick style truth you need to hear. When we feel self-conscious about our midsection, most of us reach for the same solution. We go bigger. We grab the oversized tunic, the flowing kaftan, the tent dress. We think if I bury myself in fabric, nobody will notice. But here is the cold, hard truth that nobody in the fashion industry wants to say out loud. Too much fabric makes you look larger, not smaller. When a dress has no shape, the eye assumes you have no shape underneath it. You lose your shoulders. You lose your waistline. You lose your legs. You become a rectangle walking through the room. The goal is not to hide. The goal is to skim. We want fabrics that follow the idea of our body without clinging to the reality of it. A dress that fits your shoulders perfectly but floats softly over your stomach is infinitely more flattering than something 3 sizes too big. So if your closet is full of tents right now, I am giving you permission to let them go. You are not a camping trip. You are a woman with style, presence, and power. Stop swimming in your clothes and start wearing them. Dress number 4. The pleated trapeze. Movement meets pure magic. If you want a dress that does all the work while you simply enjoy the occasion, meet the pleated trapeze. It flares out from the shoulders in a wide A-line shape. But the real genius here is the pleats. Accordion pleats are an engineering miracle for the 60-plus wardrobe. Because the lines run vertically, they automatically make you look taller and leaner. But here is where the magic happens. When you stand still, the pleats hang straight and skim cleanly over the tummy. When you sit down or move, the pleats expand exactly where you need them to. They never pull. They never pinch. And they never reveal what is underneath. It is like a built-in privacy screen that happens to look like a designer masterpiece. For the best effect, keep the length at the calf or the ankle. The extra length adds weight to the pleats so they hang with intention. For the neckline, keep it simple. A crew neck or a clean halter works beautifully here. Let the pleats be the star. This is your ultimate outdoor wedding dress. Your perfect breezy brunch look. When you walk, the fabric catches the air and moves with you. You will look like you are floating, and every single person in the room will notice. All-you-can-eat buffet included. No girdle required. Tell me in the comments. Which dress style are you most excited to try? I genuinely want to know what is resonating with you. Dress number 5. The color blocking dress. Real-life Photoshop. Ladies, what if I told you that you could visually trim inches from your waistline without touching a single piece of shapewear? Welcome to the color blocking dress. This is real-life Photoshop and it works every single time. Here is the science. The human eye is naturally drawn to light and color first. When a dress features a bright or contrasting panel down the center front, the eye locks onto that narrow vertical strip. The darker panels on the sides, right where we tend to carry a little extra around the hips and tummy, those panels quietly recede into the background. It is an optical illusion that can visually trim 3 to 4 inches from your profile, instantly, without squeezing a single thing. For the most elegant version of this look, choose a ponte or scuba fabric. It needs to be smooth so the color lines stay sharp and intentional. A simple scoop neck or boat neck keeps the eye moving in the right direction, up toward your beautiful face. This dress works for a business meeting, a wedding, a family dinner, or any occasion where you want to feel powerful, polished, and completely comfortable. You will look snatched. You will be able to breathe. And that combination, my queens, is everything. If this video is giving you life, show some love and tap that like button. It really does help us reach more women who need this content. Dress number 6. The tiered maxi. Boho beauty meets brilliant camouflage. If your style runs toward effortless, romantic, and a little free-spirited, this one is for you. The tiered maxi is the dress that makes you look like you just stepped off a beautiful terrace somewhere in the south of France. It is cool in warm weather, endlessly feminine, and it is one of the most naturally flattering silhouettes ever created for concealing a tummy. Here is the key. You want the first tier to begin at your high waist, that narrow space just under your ribs. From there, the fabric cascades downward in soft, flowing layers. Because the dress is broken into these beautiful horizontal sections, the eye never settles on any one spot. Instead of seeing a stomach line, your viewer sees a series of graceful flowing waves. Any fullness you are carrying in the middle does not fight the dress. It blends right into the design. It becomes part of the silhouette. That is the difference between hiding and harmonizing. To make this work with sophistication rather than looking like a nightgown, avoid anything too stiff or structured. You want fabric that moves when you walk. Make sure the fit is perfect through the shoulders and bust. When the top fits beautifully, all that volume below looks like a deliberate style choice and not an accident. Add a low wedge or a simple leather sandal for just enough height to balance the proportions. Throw it on. Walk out the door. Feel absolutely incredible. And if you have not subscribed to Melanin Fashion yet, do it right now. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell, so our weekly style wisdom lands right in your feed. Dress number 7. The asymmetrical hem. High fashion meets brilliant distraction. We save the most fashion-forward look for last, and it is absolutely worth the wait. The asymmetrical hem dress is for the woman who wants to walk into a room and make everyone wonder where she has been and where she is going. It is sophisticated, it is unexpected, and it is one of the cleverest camouflage techniques in fashion. Here is why it works. Our eyes are trained to find horizontal lines and settle there. When a hemline is straight and even, the eye stops right at that point and studies it. But an asymmetrical hem keeps the eye constantly in motion. It follows that long sweeping diagonal line from the hip all the way down to the ankle. And while the eye is busy chasing that gorgeous architectural line, any fullness at the midsection simply disappears into the flow of the garment. It is not camouflage. It is choreography. For the most elegant version of this look, choose fabrics with movement and weight. A heavy silk, a rayon blend, or a soft modal that swings when you walk. Because the hem is already making a statement, keep the neckline clean and simple. A mock neck or a boat neck works perfectly. Wear this to a gallery opening, a theater performance, a dinner where you want to be remembered. People will not be studying your figure. They will be studying your dress, asking where you got it, and wishing they had thought of it first. 7 dresses. 7 ways to feel like the queen you are. And not a single girdle in sight. Ladies, I need you to hear this clearly. Fashion after 60 is not about disappearing. It is not about minimizing yourself or apologizing for the body you are living in. It is about being seen. Fully. Beautifully. On your own terms. You can be elegant. You can be modern. You can be comfortable. And you can do all 3 at the exact same time. Which of these 7 dresses spoke to your soul? Are you a Jackie O structured shift woman? A romantic tiered maxi lover? Or are you ready to take that asymmetrical hem out for a spin? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and I genuinely want to know which look felt most like you. And if you are officially ready to break up with shapewear for good, give this video a thumbs up and write in the comments, I am done with the girdle. Let us make it a movement. If you are not yet part of the Melanin fashion family, subscribe right now. We drop real style wisdom every single week for women 60 and above who refuse to choose between comfort and beauty. Because here at Melanin Fashion, you never have to choose. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Until next time, stand tall, dress intentionally, and always remember, melanin never fades.